For once, I am excited for the future of gacha gaming. And of course, as you know, I play a lot of gacha games on the channel. Matter of fact, really this whole channel has been based around gacha games, right? So, how apropos that we're talking about another gacha game, right? But we're not just talking about any gacha game. We're talking about a game that has been garnering a lot of traction lately. And the reason why I want to talk about this, and you probably guessed it from the thumbnail and the title, is I'm excited for Wuthering Waves. I'm excited for Wuwa. Very, very excited. So much so that I got accepted into the closed beta test number 2, which is awesome. I did not expect to actually get in. I only went with 1 email. Crazy, because some people were going for like 20 and didn't get in. I got with 1, so I'm very, very excited for what's about to happen with Wuthering Waves. But why am I talking about Wuthering Waves right now, and why is it so important as to why I'm excited for it? Well, first things first, thank you so much for tuning into the video. Hopefully you enjoy your stay here on the channel, and of course like and comment if you like what we're talking about, if you're interested in Wuthering Waves. And of course, I'm always sponsored by the ever wonderful Gamer Subs. Use code TAISHA for 10% off. So why am I excited for a game like Wuthering Waves, right? So the reason why I'm excited for this game is because of what's been going on recently with the Genshin stuff. Now, I know everybody is tired of hearing about the drama, but this is extremely important. And the reason why I talk about it like this, I want to express that this is important because this is going to drive what's going to happen in the gacha business for a long, long time. And what do I mean by that? Well, we've been so pandered by Genshin Impact that no other game has really come close. The only game that we truly had that came like close to a Genshin Impact-esque type of game was Tower of Fantasy, and look where that turned out. It turned out to be very, very terrible. But the difference between Wuthering Waves and Tower of Fantasy is that Wuthering Waves is not putting itself out to be a Genshin killer. It's not advertising as the Genshin killer, and that's where Tower of Fantasy messed up. So the cool thing about Wuthering Waves so far is that we've gotten a lot of stuff for them. I'm actually on a website right now called .gg or wutheringwaves.gg, and you could see like they only have a little bit of characters listed right now, and this is from previous announcements and such. We only know a little bit about them, and my word, this list of characters, like the designs go freaking hard, dude. Like I am digging all these designs so far. I think the only one that looks a little wonky is Anki. I'm pretty sure I said that right. I hope I did. But otherwise, like even like Rover, which is going to be the main character for Wuthering Waves, looks pretty awesome so far. But I digress. There's so many things that looks really, really good with this game. And the fact that it's going to be like the same type of style as Genshin Impact, right? And I dig that because Genshin needs direct competition. And what do I mean by that? Well, you probably heard it from other content creators such as Tectone and MTashed and all them, but Genshin has no direct competitor. And people could say, oh, well, they got Honkai Star Rail. Well, Honkai Star Rail is part of the same team, so not really gonna happen. Oh, well, like you could put Nikke in there. Nikke is not the same type of game. Nikke is mainly like AFKing, to be quite honest. I love Nikke, but come on, we know it's true. It's damn true. This is going to be the first gacha game that really can compete with Genshin because it's a similar play style and how everything goes. Not only that, but I've heard a lot of things about Wuthering Waves being a lot harder, which is something that a lot of veteran players like myself actually want. We do want a little bit of the harder content, but I also don't want it to be so hard that you're not going to be able to do anything. The whole point of a game like this is you're supposed to get better as time goes on. And I really hope that Wuthering Waves can capture that. So far, it looks like that's the case, and it's going to be, you get better, your reflexes get better, your gear gets better, you're gonna do better. And that's what games should be. Like, you get better at it, that's how it is. Genshin, I feel, is just stuck. It's stuck in a place to where no one truly gets better. Like, you go to a point where you're good, and then that's it. Like, what, you want a higher number for what? I can beat the same boss as you doing a third of the damage. Like, there's no point. At a certain like threshold, you're stuck. But it feels like Wuthering Waves might actually capitalize to the degree of like, it needs to be harder in the sense of reflexes, timing. You know, I think parries are in here too, from what I saw. There's a bunch of stuff that's going to be part of this that makes it seem enticing, like almost like I don't want to say a Dark Souls thing, but closer to Dark Souls than Genshin Impact ever was. And I dig that. I really do. Not only that, but like, not don't mind that. Not to mention, okay, that the list of characters is really, really fun. I saw this trailer and I hope that Jianjin, I'm pretty sure I pronounced that wrong, but Jian is actually in the closed beta too. I hope and pray that she is, because my word, she is absolutely stunning in my opinion. I love the design of her right here. Plus a lot of these other characters that we saw in this part right here, a lot of these characters just look really, really cool. So, but that's only partially why. I'm very excited again because I am getting into closed beta test 2 and I really want to cover content on it. So I'm gonna leave it up to y'all. Do you really want to see like Wuthering Waves content on here? Do you want to see me cover it? Because with this closed beta 2, if I am going to cover this, I'm going to go hard into this. Not like I did with Zenless Zone Zero's closed beta, because to be honest, I found it very lackluster. I plan to go hard into Wuthering Waves because I want this to be good. I really do. And I hope it is. Because a lot of people could probably be like, oh, well, you're just getting your hopes up and blah, 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 blah. And it could be that. But I'm also going to be heavily critical of the game if it needs to be. Because I feel like when we got to Genshin Impact and we did all those betas, which I wasn't a part of, I heard a lot of people just going, it's so amazing, I can't wait for it to come out. Because it had no other competitor. Now it's got a competitor coming with Wuthering Waves, and I want to make sure that game is ready to go. It's not to say that I don't like Genshin Impact. I love Genshin Impact. But I feel like everything that we're doing in regards to boycotting and all the drama and the Genshin Impact PvP that got released, we're not actually getting through to Hoyoverse. Chinese government might be though. The Chinese government might be here in a bit. But I think overall we need to be able to go into another game that's going to take us into the next level basically. I hope that makes sense. I know that I have a little bit of ADHD in regards to my points, but my ultimate thing here is that there's so much that looks great on the horizon, and I just hope that Wuthering Waves can capitalize on the momentum that it has, especially with all the recent stuff going on with Genshin Impact. So I leave it to y'all. Post in the comments. Should I cover Wuthering Waves? Would you want to see guides on Wuthering Waves? Let me know. So yeah, but I will be streaming on Twitch as my counterpart, Neko. I will be streaming on Twitch when the closed beta goes live, most likely. I will be streaming consistently on Wuthering Waves because I want to get better. I want to understand the game, get like where I need to get to, and then once the game comes out, we might just go full force. So anyways, y'all, short video compared to my normals, thank God, right? Who wants to watch me for 20 minutes? But anyways, that's gonna be it for today. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you're excited for Wuthering Waves and if you would like me to cover the content. Of course, that's gonna be it. Love you all to death, and as always, we will catch you in the next video. Please take care and be safe.